back to it. Let's get this set up. And this will be part 2, and hopefully we'll be burning through the chapters a lot quicker today since I've learned quite a bit since the last stream. Definitely have to be on that. So I have learned that all of your gems and everything cross over. Same goes for any items that you get. Yeah. So you want to run very hard after you get through the game. You're welcome to run it however you want, but if you're trying to go for achievements, it's definitely what you gotta do. They do have boss runs, so that's gonna be pretty freaking cool. Let's continue the story now. Exactly where I left off yesterday, starting off at level 13. The loot doesn't really change for difficulty. Neither does the XP. So the difficulty is just extra. You actually probably get essentially more XP because you kill more enemies if you play on normal or whatever difficulty you can handle. So the faster you clear the enemies, the more XP you're getting. Clearing the floor like that where you just decimate them all. So with the dwarf, I've noticed that you get a lot of health and fury, and the more fury moves that you use, the longer the battle goes on, the more health you get back. Looks like poison is definitely not your best friend. That thing will tear through your health so quick. I also found out that the shop keeps your levels, so as you trade in with one character, your main, you're getting progress towards the shop on all your characters, because he doesn't, they don't distinguish the difference between where you're at on it, or who you're using. So I have enough to go into fury mode. Needing it. Anyways.
Right. Oh, I need more time.
So long as you keep attacking, your health won't go down too quickly. Remember, you have a cooldown on your potion. It's about 60 seconds. Wondering if you could take that up.
Let's give them a little respite. Let's give them a little respite.
Whoa, okay, he dropped one way over there. Almost have my meter filled up again. Notice the difficulties do take up your loot, though. Just it's slightly, but I don't think it's like too crazy though. I'm thinking like your loot is almost set as is drops, even if it's like up like 100 and something percent. It doesn't really feel like it.
Tear him apart! I've lost the blood rush.
Watch it right here.
I've lost the blood rush.
Be reading out the achievements for chapter 1. At the end of chapter 1, I'll definitely update the achievement progress.
I reckon this is the tattoo Voss was telling me about.
And they got the tattoo. Sweet.
I must return to the fight.
I'm done with this part or this mission. I do remember seeing a gold achievement that you gotta compile. I think it was 100K. Not too sure though. Let's see if I got some new stuff to put on. Sometimes it doesn't mean that it's better, but since you're gonna keep leveling up, you might as well just put whatever looks like it's a plus.
See what you can do with this. The man had a lot of tattoos, so I just took the biggest and the most confusing one I could find.
The symbols should not be difficult to decipher. Return to High Lore Master Teclis when you're ready. I shall have the location for you then.
Extra skill points. Down we go. At the beginning it seems like there's a lot of fetch quests, but it doesn't really matter because it just throws you through sewers and sewers of enemies. I've only seen like maybe 3 or 4 enemy types thus far. But they're in such droves.
Fortune
that,
is with us, Braggy Axebiter. Voss has deciphered the cultists' map and discovered the location of their shrine.
The timing could not be better. I have consulted the archives, and the signs point to a propitious time for the Lord of Pestilence. Kessler and his cult will be gathering in the depths to perform their obscene rites.
Ha! That's what they think. We'll catch the whole cult in one place and turn the lot of them into dog meat.
Killing the cultists isn't enough, Braggy. There will always be weak-willed souls willing to serve the ruinous powers. If we are to break the cult's power, we must also capture Friedrich Kessler, as well as any chaos relics he possesses. Only then will Nuln be free from Nurgle's grasp.
Okay. Let's go slay some cultists.
Just another second, and I'll crush just right the fatal blow.
Do I have potions there? Poison does so much damage. Levels up.
Lost the blood rush.
Oh,
No! I need more time!
huge enemy.
What a sweet death.
Healing. Got an achievement there. The urge to purge. List has been defeated. So he's one of the main bosses. The main first bosses, or at least an achievement boss.
Return to the fight. No! I need more time.
Dang. I hate that he makes me dizzy or whatever.
I need to fight.
Light the north brazier. Is it the same arrow here? Or is that one somewhere else? Ooh, gotta heal. There it is.
I need to fight.
Wait, did I light it? Yeah, that should have been it.
I need to fight.
Alright. Back over to the right.
Brothers and sisters, the Eye of Arda. Lord Nurgle is pleased at Magnus's fall, and he has favored me with his blessing. Asavar Kul is dead, but soon a new Chaos Lord will rise to take his place. All hail the Lord of Pestilence!
You'll be hailing much of us.
good news and bad news. The good news is that the cultists are dead, and I've got their precious relics. And Kessler got away. I tried to stop him. Don't think I did. But he wasn't some wretched little cult leader. He was as bad as anything we fought at Kislev, or I'm no dwarf.
We've underestimated our foe, High Lawmaster. This is no mere cult leader we're dealing with, but possibly a champion of Nurgle, blessed by the Unclean One itself.
That explains the presence of the Unlords. Kessler has summoned them to form his warband and solidify his power.
Unwars? Warband? What's it all mean?
It says that the cult was the least of our worries. They were nothing more than a means to an end. We must find Kessler, and quickly. Meet me back at the top when you are ready to proceed.
Alright. Chest would have come down there. Out we go. You gave me 10 Joel. Okay, so God's skill tree has been officially unlocked. Okay, so it's not too big. See. Yeah, this one, the family pendant is probably way better. It looks like it's not, but it really is. Okay. Now, what is it? I got 7 points. Okay, here we go. The God Tree. Got my first achievement there. Unlock your first reward from the God Skill Tree. Okay, so maximum health up, damage up, critical damage up, energy rating, damage. Got a new skill. I got a lot of skills I can buy, so all the way down to the hill. Oh, okay, so you need favor as well? Let me see. Nah, you don't have enough favor points to unlock this upgrade. 15k. But I need 100k, I think, right? Okay, that's about all I can buy right now, it looks like. Nope, that was not. I gotta replace that. My bad. I haven't needed that shout for a bit. You do so much damage. Okay. I think I'm more than good for now. Body count superior. I gotta level up a bit. Wait, gotta go sell some stuff. Trade it. Okay, donate 100 items to the Collector's Guild. Just gotta unlock that.
There is no time to waste, Braggy. The champion of Nurgle is loose beneath the streets of Nuln, and the city is in terrible danger.
Grimnir's beard! We wiped out the damn cult! How could things be worse?
A chaos cult is an extension of its master. Most are nothing more than depraved souls dabbling in powers beyond their ken. But Kessler is different. Somehow he learned enough forbidden lore to win Nurgle's blessing and rise to the rank of champion.
I should have guessed the truth when you first fought the Ungors. No human cult could command such loyalty from the Beastmen. They are here to form the Chaos Champions War Band.
They will have been promised blood and flesh in return for their service. Now that the champion has ascended, he must pay their price, or risk the wrath of Nurgle. If Kessler unleashes them on the city, the slaughter will be terrible.
I have sensed the presence of chaos magic deep in the sewers. Search the area and follow Kessler's trail back to his lair. Once we've found his hidden camp, we will decide what to do next.
Okay. I now see that those favor points are actually very important. You definitely want to accumulate as much as possible, and that's why they're so slow. The gems you always have plenty of. It's the favor points, or the favor coins that you need a lot of. Everything starts getting real expensive after a bit, and I did not foresee that. Then again, if there wasn't any kind of slow grind on something, the game would be way too easy.
Lost the blood.
Poison, some type of slow poison.
Oh, I need more time.
Enemies are starting to get bigger. They're starting to... Oh, I could have used my bloodlust. Oh, never mind. Thought I had it full. How many enemies on screen you can...
Don't toy with me. Just strike the fatal blow.
Got another achievement there. Death to all abominations. Kill the Jabberslith. Or is it Slythe? That was another achievement boss, so he was a main for sure. Up we go. Kessler's Trail. So where is he at?
I must return to the fight.
Ooh, wrecked him. Thankfully I had bloodlust right then and there.
That's the path to Kessler's lair, or I'm no dwarf. Now to head back to Null and give Teclis the good news.
Dang. Getting through quite a few areas really quick. I like the pace. Okay. At chapter 2, I will definitely read off the achievements you're probably going to be running into. I do have rumors saying that
We
there
have
might
him.
be 2 bugs.
Kessler's trail led to an ancient cavern that connects to the sewers. It's part of a network of caves that run for miles to the west, beyond the edge of the city.
Now we know how the servants of Chaos were getting into the sewers. There's an ancient set of ruins west of the city. Perhaps that is where the enemy's camp is hidden.
I do not doubt it. Prepare yourself, braggy Axebiter. There will be hard fighting ahead. Return to me when you are ready to make your assault.
skill points did I get? I got 5 skill points, so I could turn one of these skills into a 10. And this is gonna be it.
The time to strike is now. Witch Hunter Voss has assembled his men here at the tower. They will move in as soon as you have breached the camp's defenses and defeated Kessler. The Beastmen will have fortified their camp using whatever materials are at hand. They will be present in great numbers and hungry for human flesh. The key to victory is Kessler. Defeat him, and the others will break, just as they did at Kislev.
Alright. Down to the sewers again. An hour, I feel like I've gone through at least 8 places, maybe 9. I've gone through so many now that like I'm losing track. A lot of them are like recycled though. I feel like a lot are recycled for a little bit. You notice the new ones when you get to them though. And some of them I feel like you only visit ever once. Like the whole background. It needs fire now. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the follow. Poison me. These little ones don't even bother me anymore. Yeah, I keep hearing that. It gets pretty crazy. Everything transfers over on all your characters though. can grind the gems too and the honor, I believe, with other characters for your main.
Lost the blood.
I don't like that.
My anger!
I am on the Xbox One X.
What a sweet death. What a sweet
Will do, man. I'm just trying to get as much as possible done today. I'm actually really like hooked on Dauntless right now. Not gonna lie. But I wanted to take like a little break in between craziness on that game. Get some of this done. I think everybody is at this point. It's so freaking good.
Father Nurgle, Lord of Plagues, hear me! Long have I worshipped you. Great are the deeds I have done in your name. I have performed your darkest rites. I have sacrificed the flesh of innocence in your name.
Give it a rest, human. I've heard it all before. It's over. Time to die.
Over, you blind fool. Chaos is eternal, and I am its
Let me guess.
champion.
Mostly poison.
Ha! If that were true, Asavar Kul would still be alive.
I beat the last
wouldn't
two easily.
Another will rise to take Kur's place. The Harbinger has sought out the shattered pieces of his army and found a new champion to seek the favor of the Chaos Gods and assume mastery of the Horde.
The Harbinger? That sounds like the kind of stupid name a sorceress would call herself.
Look at you, grasping at shadows. The Harbinger is far beyond your reach. And as for my life, it belongs to Nurgle, Lord of Pestilence and Decay. I give it to him freely in return for vengeance.
You have been deceived.
Oh wow. Wow. You way on the last bar, bro.
You'll never take me like that. Hit me!
Oh my god, I have to try it all over again. Jeez. Okay. I definitely have to watch his spit up nonsense on the last bar. The last bar looks like it's like one of the harder ones.
Get
Over.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there on his last health bar, but I cleared him out.
sensed
I like
the
how they
greater
run it at the
demon
end there.
force its way into our world and feared the worst.
I know. It's a shame you missed it. By the gods, what a fight!
I don't know how he died right there at his last health bar. Maybe it was
The Eye of Argoth.
fire.
Where is it?
Move that I was doing, the quake move. Or I made him dizzy or reflected some of his damage back at him. Something.
It's
I don't
over
know, but I
there,
did
on
it.
top of Kessler. Well, what's left of him. Have a care, though. The damn thing, I don't know. It said...
Leave it to me. I'll make sure it doesn't tempt anyone else.
What about the sorceress?
Huh? Oh, Kessler said she calls herself the Harbinger. According to him, she's tracked down the remnants of Asavar Kul's army and is searching for a champion to lead it.
Where is she, this harbinger of chaos?
I don't know. That was the one thing Kessler didn't manage to say.
Prague.
What's that?
My agents in the north tell me that a large part of Kul's army fled the Battle of Kislev and returned to the ruins of Prague. I'd assume they would take ship and return to the Chaos Wastes. But now that I've heard about this Harbinger, I'm not sure. Perhaps we might learn more there.
Really? And how do you propose we do that? Prague is hundreds of leagues from here, and I've got short legs. We'll never make it in time.
Not so. There is a waystone near Prague that we can use. I can link to it from the stone here in Nuln and send you through. Meet me at the tower when you are ready to proceed. In the meantime, I will begin the rituals to open a pathway to Prague.
Sweet. An achievement there. Drenched in vomit, but victorious. Chapter 1 has been completed. Alright, let me see what I got to put on. Go to tattoos. Wait a minute. 145 to armor, 325 to maximum health. Maximum health. It's still better, the family pendant. Even though that one says it's better, it's not. $35 to damage, maximum health and energy. That one's better. Alright. Low 4. Alright, let's see. Achievement read off. It's a pinpoint 135, 10 of 43, so far, guaranteed within chapter 1, I believe.
All is in readiness. When I open the path, we will be transported instantly to the Waystone outside Prague.
What's he doing here?
Don't be a fool, dwarf. The fate of the Empire is at stake. Until the Harbinger is found, I'm not letting you out of my sight.
What have your agents told you of the situation in Prague?
Not all of Prague's citizens were slaughtered when the city fell. Some managed to escape the city and hide in the forest nearby. When the Chaos Army left Prague to march on the capital, the survivors returned to the ruins to bury their loved ones and try to rebuild what they had lost. But the Kislevites' suffering was far from over. When Asavar Kul was defeated, a champion of Khorne named Uthgrim Redax retreated with his war band back to Prague. Their arrival took the Kislevites by surprise. A few managed to escape back into the forest, but with winter coming on, it is unlikely they will survive.
Ah, grim tidings indeed. The question is, will they help us?
The Kislevites are a proud, stiff-necked people, and they have little love for outsiders. They won't give us anything without expecting something in return.
If that is the case, so be it. Now, gather round. The winds of magic are shifting, and it is time we made our way to Prague.
All right. By far, one of the longest first chapters and prologues I have played in a game like this. That was a lot of missions.
Who in Ursun's name are you? What do you want?
Easy, friend. I'm not looking for trouble. Are you the one in charge?
Who's asking?
Broggy Axebiter is my name. I held the gate at Keslev against the hordes of Asavar Kul.
Is that so? Well, you've come a long way for nothing, dwarf. Take your wizard and your damn witch hunters and go home. There's nothing for you in Prague. Redax and his warband have seen to that.
Redax is the reason I'm here. I'm hunting a sorceress who calls herself the Harbinger.
What do you want me to do about it? My people are dying. There's no food, no medicine for the injured.
Say no more. I'll go into the ruins and get you what you need.
There must still be food and medicine in the ruins. Recovering them should be a simple matter.
We'll see about that.
That was a different line said right there instead of what that guy said. That was a little weird.
You just leave the cutlass to me. I'll return with the supplies you need in exchange for information about the Harbinger.
You don't know what you're saying, dwarf. You haven't seen the monsters that are loose in Prague. If you can bring us food and healing herbs, then we will talk.
Okay, that's the skull box. In we go. Actually, before I start, let's see. I only got one extra point. Okay. Not really enough favor to do anything. these archers can do quite a bit of damage on you if you don't take them out quick. Especially if they have poison on them. I can scrounge them up a little bit. And they have hellhounds after me now too. I really love that move. That's my favorite move. There was most definitely that move. Probably was the fire on the Quake move. Should have been mastered. Looks like my bloodlust is ready. That fire is freaking awesome. It attracts. They're like set to like attack you in that circle of fire too, so they just keep running to their deaths. I hate that slow move though. Then the dogs bite you, or the hellhounds slow you down a little bit. Last one was at the top. Yep. So we're at the top.
must return to the fight!
Alright. And I am done with this mission. Fetch quest map.
I filled my pack with everything I could find. There should be enough food and medicine here to last you a good while.
Medicine's teeth. You gathered all this with Red Axe's monsters breathing down your neck? I'm impressed. This is more than I dared hope for. You risk your life for our sake, and that counts for something among my people. I am Leonid Gorchev, and I speak for everyone in this camp when I say I am in your debt. You and your comrades are welcome here. If there is anything you need, speak to our merchant. There are shrines as well if you seek the blessings of the gods. In the meantime, I must see to my people. Return to me when you are ready, and we will speak more about this sorceress you're hunting for.
Okay.
Back already? You don't waste much time.
Not when there's killing to be done. If the Harbinger is in Prague, I've got to find her.
Othram Red Axe and his cultists worship Khorne. The blood god hates sorceress.
Where did you learn such a thing?
This is Kislev, witch hunter. We get it with our mother's milk. Every year the Norskins raid us from across the Sea of Claws. Unlike you Southerners, we can't afford to be ignorant of our foes.
Knowledge is the first step on the path to corruption.
This has less to do with sorcery and more to do with power. The Harbinger is searching for a new champion to lead the armies of chaos.
Then she's at the Tower of Skulls. That's Othgrim's stronghold inside the city.
All right. How do we reach it?
You don't. Not without an army. The tower is built on the ruins of the old citadel, and it's surrounded by monsters.
You don't need an army. You've got me. Come on, man. Think. There's got to be a way.
I don't know. Perhaps. Let me think on it. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you.
This is outrageous. We don't have time for this.
Go on, Leonid. Let's have it.
When Othgrim and his warband returned to Prague, we had no warning. They surrounded our camp in the old town, trapping most of our people inside.
Have a good one, man. Thanks
One
for
of them was
stopping
my
in.
son, Katie.
I'm sorry to hear it, friend, but that was more than a month ago. There's no way they could have held that this long.
No, but some of them might have escaped before it was too late. They could be hiding somewhere in the city right now. There was a woman named Galina who was keeping a journal about life in the camp. If an escape were planned, she would have written about it.
That journal could be anywhere.
No, one of Red Axe's men has it. He must have taken it as a trophy after they've overrun the camp. I can tell you where he is. If you could get the journal back, please. I need to know what happened to my son.
All right, Leonid. All right. I'll see what I can find out.
Off we go. At our next quest. So chapter 2, there's going to be a lot of fetch questing. I think we're not even halfway through the chapter 2 story, so there's probably a lot of favors going to be asked before we actually storm that castle or whatever. That's an enemy. the moves that I have that fire spread damage now.
What's this?
I'm here for the journal. You can hand it over now, or I can take it off your bleeding corpse. What'll it be?
Fool! Come and take it then if you dare.
One's always so. Oh my god, and he ran away. Ran out again. 6 minutes, so. If I have to accumulate 100 enemies behind me, I will take them out then. I'm pretty confident that if I can dodge them here, I can dodge them in general. Got a good way right there. Left. Dungeon rushing. Very frowned upon, but if you can get it done, you can get it done. It doesn't help if the enemies get way tougher because then you're at lower levels. There he is.
You want a fight? So be it! Blood for the Blood God!
I'll get this to...
Okay, he's done. That was quick. I actually might be able to start rushing quite a few of these areas. Pretty confident in dodging their attacks, so at least right now I am. That can change. very easily if they start wrecking me really quick. That's the only problem with dungeon rushing. You maximize the potential of getting your ass handed to you.
This the book you're looking for?
Yes, that's Galina's journal. Now we'll learn what happened to Arcady and the others. I need to find someone who can read this.
21.
It is just as we hoped. Galina's journal says that the survivors were going to try to escape through the...
What about Arcady? Any news?
Galina said he fought the cultists day and night. They killed his mother, you see, when the city fell. He hated them with all his heart. In the end, he and a few others stayed behind to buy time for the rest.
Your son died like a warrior, Leonid. You should be proud.
Don't talk like that. We don't know he's dead. He might have escaped just like the others.
There is no reason to think any of them got away.
Go to the Garden of Urson. That's where Galina said they were headed. See if anyone made it out alive. Please. I have to know. Arcady. He was all I had left in the world. You understand, don't you?
More than you know, Leonid. More than you know.
Okay. Try and rush. A horrible idea. No, I'm gonna rush it. I want to just stop to like gather like hundreds together if possible. I like how smooth it runs, even though there's like a bunch of enemies chasing me. Oh, if they trap me. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Woo. Yeah, rushing is not a good idea all the time. Doesn't get me far so far. They can easily swarm you. You get swarmed, that's it. My health was almost done right there. Thankfully I had those moves that are so damn powerful, it's not even funny. I had Bloodlust ready, so... me down. Okay. Yeah, they're a little slower, so you can't actually rush it if you're feeling really lucky. I'm being highly uncautious. It's not gonna help me in the long run. But I'm able to pull it off thus far, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This actually might be an easier way to get it done.
Korchev was right. Some of us people did make it out. They were here for quite a while until the cultists caught up with them. I'd best look around. Maybe Galena left something behind that I can take back to Leonid. Done with this area. You were right, Leonid. Galena and a few others escaped and took refuge in Ursun's garden. It looked like they'd been there for nearly a month before the cultists caught up with them.
Oh no.
There were some papers hidden behind the altar stone. A record of their final days, I suppose. Perhaps it will give you the answer.
What about Arcady?
No, there weren't many bodies at all. The cultists must have carried them off.
I have nothing left now. Red Axe and his monsters have taken everything. My home, my wife, they owe me a debt of blood. And by Ursun, they will pay it. I will find someone to read the papers for me. Perhaps Arcady is mentioned in them. Thank you. We will...
Okay, next question.
Galena's papers tell a grim tale. After Arcady and his comrades sacrificed themselves, the others reached the Garden of Ursun and barricaded. They hid there for weeks. When the food ran out, they crept out at night to search the room. Perhaps that's how the cultists found them. They attacked without warning, throwing themselves against the barricades again. Galena and the others fought back with everything they had, and for days the defenses held. But then a new enemy appeared. A faceless savage the cultists called the Bloodborne. It was he who broke through the barricades and desecrated Ursun's sacred cave.
A grim tale, friend. Your people fought well, but could not escape their fate. There was nothing you could do.
But now there is. Now we can. I know where the Bloodborne's camp is. We saw it while searching for supplies just a few days.
You want to attack the camp?
I must. They must pay for what they've done. With your help, we can take them by surprise and...
Ha! That's the spirit! Let's go!
Ooh. I go into the Bloodborne camp. Interesting. Still at 10 achievements. No change thus far in the last 20 minutes. No progress on any of them either. Progress tracker is not on there for this. There. On the left, the wrong path. Kill 1,000. Cumulative total of both his kills. Yeah, you could really literally just dodge through everything if you're quick enough. Definitely an easy way to get through the game. You don't attack enough to you have base. Maybe it's just the difficulty I'm on. I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe it's because it's the easier area. You definitely learn something new about a game every freaking 20 minutes. Look at that.
Look here! A gift of flesh from Almighty Corn! Kill the weak and save the rest for the fighting pits! Blood for the Blood God!
Right.
Where is he? Where is the Bloodborne?
He's not here.
Impossible. This is his camp. He's got to be hiding somewhere.
A corn berserker hiding from battle. Don't be a fool, Gorgev.
One of the cultists said something about fighting pets. What was he talking about?
They built them in the ruins near the merchant's quarter. Men die there every day for the glory of the blood god.
Men provided by the Bloodborne and his war band.
Then that is where you must strike next. Hunt this monster down and destroy him wherever he hides. Do this, and I will be forever in your debt.
King, how many times is he gonna say that? How many depths are you gonna wipe clean, bro? This guy has a lot of favors that you need to do for him before he gives you what you want or need. They did warn about that, though.
It's time to go, dwarf. You must strike now, before the Bloodborne reap.
I do not like this. We have no idea what might be waiting for us at the fighting pits. For all we know,
If I move quickly, I'll have the element of surprise. That's all I...
the situation might be more complicated than either of you realize. Braggy, you said there were fewer bodies at the Garden of Urson than there should have been.
Grimnir's beard. The Bloodborne didn't kill them. He took them to the fighting pits instead.
That was weeks ago. The cultist would have killed them by now.
But I should search the cages anyway, just in case. Right, Leonid?
What's the point? You want to make a difference? Kill the Bloodborne. Nothing else matters.
Revenge. It's clear what happened to him already. Full on revenge. Actually, switch up some stuff. If I have anything more powerful. Better tattoo. Just start equipping the more powerful stuff. Mountain's Wrath mastered. Dang, that move is already so powerful. Couldn't imagine it at 18 points. Axe throw. Okay, off we go. See how far we can rush him before they trap me. Still gaining a lot of levels every time I get cornered in. Okay. It's a charge again.
Right.
Definitely catching up to me. Rushing only worked for so long, but I'm still gaining levels.
Just another second, and I'll crush them all!
Oh, they're slowing me. Alright. Yep, rushing is definitely working so far for me. I'm gonna continue to do this every time I get stuck.
I need to fight.
Like, down. Yeah. Okay.
impudent worm! Only the mightiest warriors are worthy to enter Khorne's sacred arena! You will pay for your insolence in blood!
Help us, please. Please, before it's too late. Grimnir's bones! Checklist was right! I've got to get these humans out of here! Oh, I need more time. Ursun's blessings upon you. We owe you our lives. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. Save your breath for running, you fools. Get out of here.
Got trapped in the arena.
This worm seeks to deny us our sport. Tear his flesh, crush his bones. Blood for the blood god!
Oh, I need more time. Anyone else? Come on, let's have it. I can do this all day long. By Grimnir, bunch of weaklings. Next time you try to ambush me, you'd best make it worth my time.
I think that was a main boss, but I didn't get no achievement for him, so definitely not a super main boss. The main bosses happen towards the end of the chapters. I remember fighting 2 in the last chapter, back to back. Or was it 3? I think it was 3.
Well, is he dead?
No, he's not dead. Disappeared while I was busy killing his men. Sorriest excuse for a death trap I've ever seen. We got your people out of there at least, so it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Do not let your hatred consume you, lest you become a servant of Khorne yourself.
Oh my god, they skipped this guy's line.
How dare you? You think me no different than some murdering barbarian? A monster that bathes in blood and worships demons?
Better men than you have sworn themselves to chaos, Leonid Gorchev.
It is an offense against the gods to harm a guest in one's home. Leave me before I...
Oh, they skip a couple lines there and it's all messed up. Oh well. Whatever. Oh, you got an achievement there. Halfway there. Reach level 25.
I've spoken with the survivors you rescued. You should hear the stories they tell. They were starved, tortured, made to fight in the pits. The Bloodborne thought he could corrupt them. We should have killed that monster when we had the chance.
Then your people would still be in cages. Where is the justice in that?
Don't talk to me about justice, Elf. I want justice for my wife and son. I want the Bloodborne's head on a spike. And Braggy here is going to get it for me.
Done!
You're mad, Gorchev. Listen to yourself.
You're a fool, Gorchev. Attacking the fighting pits again would be suicide.
Yep, messed up the lines again there.
You're both fools. Attacking the fighting pits again would be suicide. How?
There is a part of this.
So be it, human. You shall have your revenge. But Mark...
Why didn't you say so before? You'll have a skull before sundown, or I'm no slayer.
Yeah, the lines are all messed up. I don't know. Alright. Check my armor. See if I have anything new that I can put on. Okay, I got 7 points. I haven't unlocked yet. Onward. Let's see here. I swear everything is easily highly dodgeable. I didn't think about doing this because I was so scared of the enemies before trapping me, but now that I got it down, I have these two moves that are so damn powerful. Wrecking them.
I've lost the blood rush.
Yeah, I knew it would affect me a fair bit if I'm not careful.
Oh, I need more time. I need to fight.
Now they're starting to get me. I knew it would eventually catch up to me, but it's still getting me through. I'll level up again. Probably do it for another 3 levels now. Down we go. Must be up. Okay, this is where I can fight.
lost the blood rush.
You were lucky to escape me last time, weakling. Now you will pay for what you've done. Blood for the Blood God!
Okay. Now I just gotta find the Bloodborne. Okay. Should be way at the top now. I guess I killed everything in the area. Definitely works, just like swarm and pile them all up in one little go and then destroy them that way. At least for me, I don't know. I like fighting them that way. It feels more satisfying than one at a time. One at a time, you leave yourself open to like getting demolished. Take them all on at once. Save yourself the stress of slowly dying, running into another group and then to another group.
Well, is it done?
I'm here, aren't I? Got his head, just like you asked.
Show me. I want to see the monster's face for myself. Oh, no, no. This can't be. You've made a mistake, Braggy. A terrible, terrible mistake.
What in Grimnir's name are you talking about? You wanted his head. There it is.
It can't be. That's Arcady. That's my son.
What?
Isn't it obvious? Red Axe's men captured him and took him to the fighting pits. There, his bloodlust consumed him, and he became a servant of Khorne.
You see, Leonid Gorchev, even those who have the most reason to hate the Chaos Gods can still fall under their sway. Beware, lest you suffer the same fate.
Enough, for pity's sake. You've said your piece. Now leave me to my grief.
His own son got turned. Sucks.
Person's teeth! Leave me alone! Can't you see I'm in mourning?
No time for that now, Gorchev. There's work to be done. I did what you asked. Now you need to do your part. Tell me how to get to Red Axe.
Have you learned nothing since you got here? Prague is cursed. If you go after Red Axe, you'll end up just like Arcady.
You let me worry about that. Just tell me how to get inside the Tower of Skulls.
I told you before, you can't. You have to draw Red Axe out. Just like you did to the Bloodborne. How?
How else? Othgrim Red Axe is a champion of Khorne. If you were to challenge him to single combat, he would have to accept, or else his warriors would think him weak.
That's it? Just go to the tower and challenge Red Axe?
If you can make it to the shrine without getting cut to pieces, you'll be fighting cultists and worse every step of the way.
Ha! I wouldn't have it any other way. Anything else?
Justice. The challenge requires an offering. The skull of a mighty foe, to join the others piled upon the shrine. Take this. Give my son's death meaning, and drive these monsters from Prague.
Alright, here we go. Should be maybe the last part. Actually, I need to empty out my stash. Select your armor. Sell the rest of the junk I have. And off we go. storm the tower. I don't even know why anybody would go with any other class. This is ridiculous. How powerful these moves are.
I need more time! Don't toy with me. Just strike the fatal blow.
Oh. I have to fight here. This is ridiculous. This is just too many damages.
Uthgrim Red Axe, I grow tired of killing your men. Come and face me yourself, or let the gods see you for the coward you really are.
Pathetic wretch. You dare challenge the might of Khorne. Destroy him. Rip him apart. The warrior who brings me his head will bask in the glory of the blood god.
Of course he would run. Like they always do. I'll never understand that.
What's this? I thought Red Axe had to honor their challenge.
He doesn't think you're worthy, dwarf. You'll have to prove him wrong.
Oh, I'll convince him, all right. Just tell me what to do.
Kill as many of his followers as you can. The longer you survive, the weaker Red Axe will appear to his warband. Eventually, he'll have to face you himself.
Oh, wow. He doesn't think he's worthy, but he's worthy enough to kill all of his troops. I like how that works. Ridiculous.
Fool! You cannot triumph here. Khorne revels in the slaughter. Every death is an offering to the blood god. You sow the whirlwind, mortal. Soon you will know its fury.
They're definitely doing a lot more damage though. Should watch my step a little bit and not get trapped as much. Should be rushing.
course, the blood rush.
There he is.
Red Axe is gone!
How can this be? A champion of Khorne never runs from battle.
Not unless there was a chance to strike an even greater blow against his enemies.
What are you talking about, Elf?
The death of so many powerful warriors would make a mighty offering to Khorne. Red Axe could use their souls to summon a bloodthirster into the physical realm.
A bloodthirster, you say? Sounds like some kind of demon.
A greater demon, the mightiest of those that serve Khorne. A bloodthirster is savagery incarnate. If it isn't stopped, it will slaughter everything for miles. No one in Kislev will be safe.
Ha ha ha! Now you're talking! How do I find Red Axe?
Leave it to me. I can guide you there, using your waystone. The gods go with you, braggy Axebiter. If Red Axe summons the Bloodthirster, you must stop it at all costs.
He ran away again. Started to have goblin blood.
Where is the Harbinger? Give it to me, and I'll make your death a clean one.
Weakling. I should have guessed that southern witch had you caught in her web. She thought she could bend me to her will with her gifts and her honeyed lies. As though I needed the help of a sorceress to win the blood god's favor and lead Asavakul's horde. When Prague fell, I consecrated its streets with the blood of innocents. When the demons gathered to feast, I subjugated them and was exalted in the eyes of Khorne. He gifted me with this axe to bring death and ruin upon the old world. I told the witch that if she stayed in Prague, I would hang her head from my belt. She has gone to the Forest of Knives to seek the champion of Slaanesh. Her pretty lies will serve her well there.
Time to meet your foul god, Red Axe. Tell him Bragi Axebiter sent you.
Fool, you think I fear death? I offer it freely as a gift to Khorne. Blood for the blood god!
Oh wow. Okay, this boss is gonna be interesting. What? Oh wow. Alright. So his health won't start going down until I get rid of all of those damn things.
Let's give them a little spite.
Wow. Oh, dang. This boss is ridiculous. Okay, so I definitely gotta watch the fire on the second tier right there. I didn't pay attention to that.
Where is the heart of...
What?
Just straight up to the wall. Oh, I need one right. The blood rush.
Got it. Yeah, the fire was the only thing that killed me last time. It was actually pretty easy.
Leave the axe to me, dwarf. Do not touch it, lest you forfeit your soul.
By my ancestors, take that cursed thing away, witch hunter. I want no part of it.
Your courage and skill have saved a great many lives. Othgrim Redax is dead, and his warband has been scattered. It will take many years, I suspect, but Gorchev and his people now have a real chance at rebuilding Prague.
The fighting's been good, but we're still no closer to the Harbinger.
Did Othgrim tell you anything before he died?
She made the same offer to Redax that she did to Kessler. Uthgrim said he didn't need her help to take over Kuhl's horde, and threatened to kill her instead. Said she'd gone to seek the followers of Slaanesh in the Forest of Knives. Never heard of it myself.
I would not expect you to. It's an ancient place, deep in the frozen wilds of Norska. An elven city used to stand there, long before the coming of chaos. If the gods are with us, I may be able to open its waystone and allow us to travel there.
Something else. Redax called the Harbinger that southern witch. What's that supposed to mean?
From Othgrim's perspective, anyone not from the Chaos Wastes is a southerner.
Well, if she's not from the Wastes, who is she? Someone from the Empire?
It would explain how she was able to recruit Kessler and carry out the attack at Nuln.
Don't be ridiculous. If she were from Nuln, the witch hunters would have found her and dealt with her long before she'd become a threat.
We'll know the truth soon enough. For now, let's return to the forest. I must make preparations for the next phase of our journey.
All right. Death Wish. Death Wish and Body Count are both equipable. Before I move on to the next chapter, I'm going to close off and put it in another little segment so that it's not so long. I believe the next chapter should be I don't know. I'm already level 29. We'll just clean up as much as possible. Got the achievement over the adversary. Finish Act 2. Go trade in all the junk that I have. Check one more time. See if anything new. Arrived in my inventory. Doesn't look like it. Okay, ready to trade in.
I am ready to open the Waystone to the Forest of Knives, Braggy Axebiter. I trust you are prepared. The path ahead will be perilous indeed.
Worse than Prague? Good. I could use the challenge.
Do not be so sure. The forest lies in the heart of Norska, which sits at the edge of the Chaos Wastes. The winds of magic blow wild there, corrupting everything they touch with the power of chaos.
There's more to it than that, High Lawmaster. Much more. Do you want to tell him, or shall I?
What's he on about now?
Of all the Chaos Gods, Slanesh is the one my people dread the most. We know her as she who thirsts, because she craves the souls of elvenkind more than any other race. Slanesh is the god of excess. She corrupts by fulfilling one's darkest wishes and deepest hungers. In ancient times, her secret cults flourished among my people.
You see, dwarf? Not even the high and mighty elves are safe from the temptations of chaos.
Once we reach the forest, I will remain close to the Waystone, where its energies will conceal my presence. I cannot risk drawing the attention of the cult until our mission is complete.
Not to worry, High Lawmaster. I will see to it that the dwarf receives all the help he deserves. Cast your spell and let us depart.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to cut off. I'm going to take a quick little break and cut this into a third segment for the next area and a half or next 2 areas. So far I have got 13 achievements for 170 gamer score out of the 43. I don't know when I'll hit the end game or what area is going to be the end game, but actually, you know what? I used the God skill, and I think that's the one that's bugged. So, Hand of God, I think the achievement is bugged. It's stuck at 0.00%. I don't know about blessing items yet because I haven't got to that area. Which doesn't gear. Side quests. Okay. We're gonna cut off here. That was chapter 2 of Warhammer Chaos Bane. I'm gonna take a quick little break and then I'll be back hopefully for the end game, and all of this will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you've watched so far, this is gonna be another Let's Play segment. Once again, thank you all for watching, and happy gaming, everyone.